The vast expanse of the galaxy stretched endlessly, a canvas of swirling stars and luminous nebulae. Amid this brilliance, the planet Illyria hung like a sapphire jewel, its surface dotted with crystalline cities that gleamed under the light of twin suns. It was a world of elegance and precision, where every aspect of life was governed by the rule of the royal family, and the alien princess Amara was the pride of her people. Her beauty was striking, but her presence commanded respect. For she was not merely a figurehead, she was trained in strategy, diplomacy, and the subtle arts of leadership from the day she could walk across the stars, far from Illyria. A human named Leo had made his way through conflict zones and uncharted systems, earning a reputation as a protector, a man who faced dangers without hesitation. Unlike the genetically engineered soldiers of Illyria or the technologically enhanced guardians of other planets, Leo was a human, relying on instinct, courage, and an unyielding sense of duty. The mission that would bind their fates began unexpectedly. Amara's convoy was ambushed by mercenaries on a border world, one with a harsh, storm-lashed surface and jagged mountains that pierced the sky. Leo had been tracking the mercenaries, following their trail across sectors, knowing they dealt in weapons forbidden to most civilizations. When he discovered the ambush, he did not hesitate. Without consulting anyone, he piloted his ship directly into the firefight, weaving through plasma bursts and energy pulses with precise skill. The clash was brutal. Amara's guards were trained and powerful, but the mercenaries had numbers and firepower on their side. One by one, they fell under relentless attacks, and soon it became clear that without intervention, Amara's life was in grave danger. Leo arrived at the heart of the chaos, just as a massive blast was about to strike her vessel. With a surge of human instinct and sheer force of will, he maneuvered his ship to intercept the blast, absorbing the impact. His shields were pushed to their limits, his hull groaning under pressure, but he survived. Crashing safely to the planet's surface, Amara emerged from the wreckage, shaken but unharmed, and for the first time, she saw the sheer determination that defined this human. His eyes, dark and unwavering, reflected no fear, only the resolve to protect. It was a quality she had been told few humans possessed. Even among her people, bravery was respected, but Leo's courage was different. It was raw, uncalculated, and yet precise. The aftermath of the ambush left the planet tense. The mercenaries were captured or fled, but their presence signaled something more sinister. A rising threat in the outer systems that even the Illyrian fleets could not fully counter without warning. Amara's position was vulnerable, and the queen, her mother, immediately summoned Leo to Illyria. Her chambers were a marvel of alien architecture. Tall ceilings that arched like the rib of a great beast. Walls of shifting crystal that reflected light in dazzling patterns. And a throne that radiated authority. The queen's presence was formidable. She was a woman whose every gesture demanded attention, her voice a melody that carried the weight of command. "You have risked your life for my daughter," she said, her gaze steady, unwavering. "Few humans would dare, yet you acted without hesitation. Tell me, why?" Leo's answer was simple, but honest. "Because she was in danger. Because I could stop it." The queen studied him, her mind calculating and observing. Humans were often unpredictable, but there was a strength in their simplicity. "Illyria has never relied on humans for protection," she said. "Yet here you stand, alive and unbroken. That alone earns respect. But I require more than respect. I require loyalty and skill. Will you serve under my command?" Leo paused, understanding the weight of the request. To serve the queen was to accept responsibilities that could span galaxies, to face dangers unimaginable even to the most seasoned Illyrian warrior. Yet something stirred within him, a sense of purpose, a bond that went beyond orders. "I will," he said simply. His acceptance changed the dynamics of the royal court. Some of the Illyrian generals frowned at a human taking such a prominent role, while others watched with curiosity, wondering what kind of strategy a human could bring to their advanced technology and centuries of military tradition. But the queen's decision was final. "He is not merely a soldier," she declared. "He is a guardian, one whose courage and judgment I trust. He will operate under my command and serve the royal family." Leo adapted quickly to life on Illyria. The technology was advanced, far beyond what he had seen in any human system. Ships that could shift through dimensions, weapons that bent energy to the user's will, and intelligence networks that spanned planets. All these were tools he learned to master, but always through the lens of human ingenuity. Where machines dictated logic, he brought intuition. Where tactics required cold calculation, he added unpredictability. Slowly, he became more than a human in an alien world. He became a force that could shape outcomes no one anticipated. His relationship with Princess Amara grew as well. It was not one of romance, though bonds of mutual respect and trust formed quickly. She saw in him a reflection of ideals she had been taught, but rarely witnessed in practice: bravery, selflessness, and unwavering focus. They trained together, fought together, and planned strategies that combined Illyrian precision with human unpredictability. Slowly, her people began to understand why the queen had placed him in a position of influence. The true test came when the outer systems rebelled. A coalition of warlords, fueled by fear and resentment toward the royal family, amassed an armada that threatened to engulf Illyria. The Illyrian fleet was formidable, but even their combined power could be countered with cunning strategy. Leo was placed in command of a strike force, a combination of human ingenuity and alien technology. The battle was unlike any Leo had faced before. Ships moved at speeds that challenged perception, weapons fired with precision that seemed almost magical, and the enemy adapted quickly, predicting standard maneuvers. Yet, Leo's unpredictability became their advantage. He ordered maneuvers that defied conventional logic, luring enemy fleets into traps where Illyrian technology could overwhelm them. His decisions saved thousands of lives and turned what could have been a devastating loss into a decisive victory. After the battle, the queen met him once more in her crystal chamber. Her voice was calm, but it carried the weight of acknowledgement. "You have not only protected my daughter and my people, but you have proven that humanity has strengths we underestimated. Your courage, judgment, and loyalty have changed the course of our history. You are no longer merely a human who serves. You are a cornerstone of the Illyrian legacy." Leo, tired but unwavering, bowed his head. "I only did what anyone should have done. Protection, loyalty, these are not unique to humans or Illyrians. They are what keep civilizations alive." The queen's gaze softened slightly. "Perhaps, but few act upon these principles as you have. From this day forward, you will serve at my command, not as a foreign soldier, but as a guardian of the royal line and the protector of Illyria itself. Your life is bound to our cause, and through it, you shall become part of our history." Leo accepted, knowing that his journey had only begun. Life on Illyria was no longer simple survival or adventure. It was a responsibility to a civilization far older and more complex than any human world he had known. He was no longer just a man. He was a symbol of what humanity could bring to the stars: courage, ingenuity, and an unyielding spirit. Over the years, he continued to prove his worth. From negotiating with alien allies to leading daring rescue missions across hostile planets, Leo became a legend in his own right. The Illyrian people came to respect him not merely as a human, but as a guardian whose loyalty and skill were unmatched. And through it all, Princess Amara remained by his side as a partner in strategy and vision. Their bond, a testament to the power of trust and understanding across species, The galaxy watched as a new era unfolded. A human had risen to command in an alien empire, not through dominance, not through conquest, but through courage, intellect, and the willingness to place the safety of others above his own. The Queen's command was no mere formality. It was recognition of what humanity could achieve when it stood unafraid, when it faced impossible odds, and when it embraced responsibility beyond its own world. And so, under twin suns and amidst stars that had witnessed the birth and death of countless civilizations, Leo's legend grew. He had risked his life for a princess, but he had gained something far greater: the trust of a queen, the respect of a civilization, and proof that the human spirit, even in a galaxy of advanced alien races, could shine brighter than any technology or strategy.